Tokyo, next morning out to Portugal. Everything I do historical, never needed no tutorial. I ain't even get to Porsche yet, I be in the club with velour sweats. More money mean more threats, y'all ain't pull up to my door yet. That's really regular, like I'm Channing Tatum, I be stepping up. I be flexing up. I can't straight front of upper. Nah, there'll never be another. Think they got me covered. I hit the 3 at the buzzer. I hit the 3 at the buzzer. Yeah. Hey, I hit the 3 at the buzzer.
Style.
Threes?
Yeah, let's hop on threes. Okay, I'll follow you. Yeah. See, we get on? Yeah. All right, cool.
Perfect.
This guy's a 91 offensive threat. That works.
You're God.
I always love seeing what people put on their my players.
Like, these guys got, like, nice hits.
All right, here we go. Threes.
Doing like that in the first play? Okay. It's all right. We'll get our momentum going. Good pass.
If it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Thursday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
And now Washington's starting group. They've got Kemp, also Johnson out there, and it's Archibald in at the point guard position. And for the Cavaliers, we've got Irving. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Allen. Then it's Nash, and it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Allen finds Towns. Offline with his three. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Nash outside. Now the pass to Allen. Here's Irving. Johnson with the defensive effort. To the inside. Hangs in the air, and it's Frazier getting it to go. You know, at this point of the year, what's the main thing Brent, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
I think at this point, the foundation that you've laid should be there. So now what you try to do is schematically, maybe you go through some different defensive coverages. You try some different combinations of players to make sure that guys can make that adaptability quick enough that if that becomes part of a playoff scheme, you're ready for it.
Nash, the pass to Towns. It's deflected. They get it back.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And that's why you always want the offense running through Tiny. He's a dual threat with his passing and scoring, and he's always going to make the right decision, like on that assist.
Here's Towns, following the score by Walt Frazier. 6 to shoot. Allen, that's good.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
Johnson down low. Oh, that was something else.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. To the wing on the left. Towns kicks it over to Nash. The kick out to Towns. Allen for the three. Rebounded by the Wizards. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with the win.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Well, the second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Allen for three. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Allen's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Washington leading now by 3. Johnson outside. Pass to Gilmore. Wizards passing it around. From the high post. And that one hits back iron. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Johnson against Nash. There's the dish to Towns. Allen outside. Irving looking over the floor. And it's Towns missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And it's sent back by Howard.
That reach of Dwight Howard's is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
Pass to Archibald.
His touch from mid-range, and that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Irving dishes to Nash. Passes it to Allen. And another miss by Cleveland. Washington leading now by 3. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. Down low, Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And ever since he came straight out of high school into the NBA, there's always been a drive in Josh Smith. He plays like he's got something to prove.
And he makes the first. And Josh Smith drops them both. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The 3 from Johnson. And no good in the last second attempt this time. Back to the action after this word. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. We've got Johnson. He's out there with Brandon Roy. And it's Sigma and at the center filling out the middle.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Cleveland. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there. And I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Here's Floyd. Outside, Green. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Sabonis kicks to Smith. And here's Green outside. That one's not going to go. Now the Wizards take it the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. The shot by Floyd, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Here's Mashburn. They get the rebound and the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, almost impossible to keep Sampson off the boards, and even harder to prevent the putback. It's just not his size. It's his nose for the basketball along with tremendous quickness.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he...
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Here's Floyd after the basket by Washington. That's tipped.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
That's what he does, Tyson Chandler, redirecting that one.
Now, here's Anunoby. Brandon Roy unable to get his shot to go.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Archibald. Makes it off the glass. Archibald's got the lead up to 7 now for the Wizards.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Floyd. It's hauled in by Sigma.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Dishes to Roy. And the pass to Archibald. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Chandler, the pass to Floyd. 1:07 left here in the second. A floater, and it's denied.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Here is Sigma. He's guarded by Chandler. Sigma, no good. And here is Anunoby. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Towns. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Kevin.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And so it's...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the... And that's going to do it for our halftime show, Seth.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing from Ray Allen.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You've got Allen. Howard is out there with Towns. Then there's Irving. And it's Nash in at the 1. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. To the left wing. From outside the arc. A rebound by Kemp.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Wizards shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And it's Kemp slamming it down.
Oh, beautiful setup there. One thing you can say about Kemp, no pass is too high for him to go get.
Pass to Allen. A 3-ball. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got 3 assists in the game. Now one against Johnson. And Johnson with the stuff.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Pass to Allen. Here's the 3. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Wizards leading by 15. Here's Johnson. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The 17-footer. That's good from Nash on the assist by Towns.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Archibald passes to Johnson. From the top of the key. Another miss by Johnson. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. It's deflected. They recover it. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. Cleveland shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. The free throw drops for Towns.
It's impressive how far Towns has come. Already a standout back when he was a rookie of the year. He's never stopped working on his game.
Back to Kemp. And slam dunk by Kemp.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustments.
And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Here's Floyd. Over Archibald. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Shot by Frazier, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Here's Irving. That shot off. Great D that time from Kemp. Johnson dishes to Kemp. Over Irving. Kemp can't hit. The Cavaliers shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Nash is checked in for Cleveland. Brandon Roy, he's checked in for the Wizards. There's 1:17 left to play here in the 3rd. Kemp. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Dwight Howard.
And this is the guy, Sean Kemp. All the talent in the world, could be a perennial double-double machine. Just a matter of staying focused.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. Frazier against Nash. Allen outside. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 4 assists now tonight.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Kemp against Chandler. And he can't jam it through.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Irving passes to Nash. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. There's the lob to Towns. And he trims the lead to single digits.
And I'm a big fan of the awareness of Nash on the floor. A selfless player who's just fantastic at getting the ball to his open teammates in rhythm.
Here's Johnson. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Wizards lead by 11. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Johnson is out there with Kemp. Then there's Frazier, and it's Archibald in at the point.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Towns against Kemp. Kemp with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Pretty devastating, actually, to turn the ball over like that and surrender 2 more points.
Nash kicks to Towns. Back to Nash. They get a hand on it. Johnson surveying the floor. Passes it to Frazier. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Timeout called. Cleveland
trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Wizards now. Wizards leading by 17. There's the pass to Johnson. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed, and they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Pass to Allen. Shot to stop the run. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Irving against Frazier. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Jumps up. Johnson with the block. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great positioning.
Frazier against Irving to the left side wing. Lots of room. Archibald with the bucket. And the Wizards lead by 21.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Nash dishes to Towns. Allen outside. No good on the three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Johnson outside. Here's Gilmore. He's guarded by Howard. Gilmore passes to Kemp. Clock at 4. Here's Archibald. And it's sent back by Allen. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A platoon swap here for Cleveland. 1:41 left to play in the final quarter. From deep, Green. And it's rebounded by Mashburn.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Washington.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Johnson.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Here's Floyd. That shot, no good. 44 seconds left in the fourth. Frazier the pass to Hachimura. Can't connect from short range. And here's Cleveland. Pass to Floyd. To the paint on Anunoby. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Hachimura kicks to Barrett. Back to Hachimura. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Smith with the ball. Anunoby, good.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Frazier scanning the floor.